Good afternoon, everyone. This is the Resource Roundup with me, Reyes. If you've been here before, welcome back. I hope you've been applying and getting all the things. If this is your first time, well, this is kind of a under 20-minute show where after those 20 minutes, you will have hopefully gained a lot of knowledge on opportunities and such as grants, residencies, jobs, all that good stuff at your fingertips for you to apply to. This is powered by Fresh Arts, a nonprofit arts organization based primarily out of Houston. But because of channels through this, our reach has been larger than ever before. And so if you're tuning in from anywhere, really, we'd really like a shout out in the comments. Let us know where you're tuning in from. But again, a lot of these opportunities are national, international even today. So again, don't be limited by our Houston focus, but that's who we primarily serve. And there you go. Check out our resource library, which this is kind of an extension of the resource library, where we have a ton of resources like toolkits that give you instructions on how to do certain things, like how to apply to grants, how to write a artist statement and bio, all that good stuff. And so kind of to go through this, again, I promise you it's under 20 minutes, just to save all of our time. So we're going to get straight to it. So the first thing I want to mention is that Fresh Arts has a podcast. We released season 1 last year. And season 1 was our kind of our foray into podcasting. And we ask questions that are relevant to a creative's career, particularly in Houston, but really we think it can apply to a lot of places, if not around the world. Questions such as, should I, shouldn't I move to another city? Should I or shouldn't I? Like it happened so long ago, almost so long ago, but like, should I or shouldn't I invest time in applying to grants and resources such as the one you'll be seeing today? And the questions are always in the form of should I or shouldn't I? Because we know these are quandaries. These are things that really don't have an answer. They're more things to consider. And so these discussions are more about what to consider when you're making big career decisions for your work. And so check out season 1. Season 2 is coming up, is why I mentioned this. So catch up on season 1 to get it ready for season 2 if you haven't seen it already. So we have a lot of like great Houston artists that are on there, and once again, a lot of great Houston artists that'll be on season 2. So check it out. And so now is going to be the deadlines, and so these are usually deadlines for upcoming resources, but rather upcoming deadlines. And so these are things that are coming up soon, but also some things that will be due later in the month. But as always, you can check out our opportunity board to see everything. I'm not going to mention everything just because there's deadlines that are far away, some deadlines that are too close. And so I try to strike a happy medium with these deadlines. And so here's some stuff coming up, and I'm going to share my screen for that. All right. So this is just to give you an idea of the artist opportunity board that you can always check out. So as you can see, we have a lot of opportunities for you to check out, but I'm only going to mention the ones that have upcoming deadlines just to save everyone time. But you're always welcome to check all these out at any time. So the first thing I want to mention is Harris County Recovery Assistance. And so if you live in Houston or around Houston, kind of like, very near Houston, and you're in Harris County right now has a recovery assistance program where they will provide a one-time payment of $1,500 to eligible households for necessary expenses such as healthcare, rent, utilities, food, internet connectivity, transportation, and childcare. And so to do it, you'll just need a copy of your ID as opposed to prove you live in Harris County. And so it's a very random process. So it's a randomization process. So it's not based on first come, first serve, but you should apply as soon as possible. I don't know, when the money will run out, or I can't really advise you on when this thing is going to close. So I'm just going to keep it up until it's gone. But again, as soon as you see this and you need this, apply for it as soon as you can. And they have a contact number if you need any help. Up next, we have Poets and Writers Readings and Workshops mini grants. So this is mostly for to get writers to do an event. And so these are funds to kind of pay writers to work at your event, to do a reading. And Houston is one of the eligible cities that gets access to this money. There are these other cities, but we're in Houston, so I'm going to worry about Houston. But in essence, you get mini grants for readings or spoken word performances that range from $50 to $350. And you can also get grants for workshops that range from $100 to $200 per session. And so if you're a writer and you're looking to get some money, maybe talk to an organization that maybe will apply to this grant for you. If you're any organization really and you're trying to set up an event, consider this to have a writer open up the event, or maybe find a way to feature a writer in your event, just to get a writer paid. People need all the payment they can get for now. So check this out. Organizations can apply to this. And I believe people who are organizing the event, I believe it's, oh, no, never mind. It's just the organization. So I was going to say your writers individually cannot apply to this. You have to have like an organization or a sponsor to apply for this. But here are the list of sponsors that qualify. So it's a lot. The options are wide. So check this out. It's rolling. So it's until their money runs out. So again, something I'll keep up until the money runs out. Up next, we have the Wallace Foundation. They have a new initiative for arts organizations and researchers of color. They are launching a 5-year, $53 million initiative for arts organizations of color. And so they have all the eligibility factors here. But in essence, they're going to give you approximately $2 to $3 million if you're part of this cohort, which is a good chunk of change. And you're going to get a few years, and you're going to get also mentorship, you're going to get peer learning, and you're going to get all these other resources. But yeah, I guess the main event is the $2 to $3 million. And this is if you're an arts organization of color. And they're also looking for researchers. They're looking for researchers who would be a good fit for this initiative. And I believe that is a paid opportunity. So if you're looking for a job and you want to do research into arts organizations of color, this is a good chance to do that. And so both of these are due August 13th, Friday. And you will know by October. So you send in a letter of intent on August 13th, but the full proposals are due October 4th. What that means is that if you didn't get a letter of intent on August 13th, then you're not going to be eligible to apply with the full proposal. So you got to do one before the other. So just keep that in mind. Up next, we have Box 13's Box 13 Art Space call for exhibition proposals. This is due Sunday, August 15th. They're a cool space. I believe they're still alongside the rail. So it's fairly accessible. And so in essence, this is just to do an exhibition in their gallery space. And they have the dimensions all set up here. It's run by artists. It's a cool space. I've seen a lot of great exhibitions there. They're open to a lot of formats, whether it be sculpture, painting, photography, all that good stuff. So check that out. If you're sitting on an exhibition and you're thinking of one, you can pitch it to them. Again, this is due Sunday, August 15th. Up next, we have the Fountainhead Residency. This is a residency dedicated to artists who were born outside the United States and now live and work within the United States. This is based out of Miami. So this is a Miami-based residency. So if you were wanting to go full Will Smith and go to Miami and have a good time, I mean, I'm kidding, but I mean, Miami is a really, really nice city. And so what you get is you get round-trip airfare, communal living with other artists, a private bedroom, semi-private private studio space, kitchen, all that stuff. You get a stipend of $1,000. You just have to essentially care for your own meals and materials and some local transportation. And so artists have to live outside of South Florida. And guess what? Houston's outside of South Florida, so Houstonians are eligible. It's free to apply, so definitely check this one out. Up next, we have Mercury Chamber Orchestra. They're looking for a patron relations manager. So if you need that job, here it is. Here's your sign. The patron relations manager, they manage confidential marketing and fundraising data. They meet patron retention goals and provide excellent service. So really what this is, I believe it seems to be kind of a development position. So if you want to be in development, fundraising, gala event organizing, this seems to be what that is. And you're working to implement marketing strategies, all that good stuff. So again, this is due Friday, August 20th. Up next, we have Remoto. They are a kind of an art publication based out of Mexico. They are accepting applications, I believe, in both English and Spanish, but they respect kind of their intent, Spanish first. And so they're looking for a guest curator and editor to work with their journal, their magazine, rather. And what they want is they're based in the Americas, and they want someone to essentially curate and edit and co-commission content for the magazine's print and online platforms, conceive of new curatorial programs, and do all that good stuff. And so it's part-time, 2 full days per week. It's over a 10-month period. You work from home. This is 120,000 Mexican pesos. I believe that kind of translates to about $6,000. You must be fully bilingual, all that good stuff. And then you actually get a financed 2 to 3 week trip to Mexico City. So good deal. This is due Friday, August 20th. Up next, we have the Art League Houston's Healing Art Program. This application is due Friday, August 27th. And what this is they're looking for participants for a really, really cool program that is led by experienced artist teachers, and it provides students with an extensive support structure in a safe and creative environment. And is one of the only programs of its kind for adults in Houston outside of hospital or clinical settings that have severe illnesses, such as cancer, multiple sclerosis, fibromyalgia, and physical disabilities. And so this is a really accessible program, and it's to essentially work on art, get an exhibition opportunity, sell their artwork, get taught by very experienced instructors in the arts. So this is a really great program if you qualify for it. So it's free, and it's led by one of our favorite Houstonians, Epi Chad. So if you can do it, do it. This is due Friday, August 27th. And finally, for today, we have Gulf Coast Journal's 2021 Tony Beauchamp Prize in Critical Art Writing. In essence, Gulf Coast Journal, based out of University of Houston. If you're an art critic, art writer, they have a contest that awards $3,000. That's a good chunk of change for an individual writer for one article. And you get 2 runners up for that will be awarded $1,000 each. It's judged by Jenna Wortham, a really, really awesome cultural and art critic. So it's free to apply. So if you're already writing art articles and criticism, why not apply? It's free to submit. And it's previously unpublished work and work that has been published within the last year. So again, and hopefully, if you're a Houston art critic or you're writing about Houston art, you'll get into this and you'll win. So check it out. This is due at the end of the month, Tuesday, August 31st. And there you go. So this one's about under 15 minutes. So I don't know if that's a new record. I don't know what the record is, but hopefully you're caught up on a lot of great opportunities. If you need any of them, apply to them. let me know if you apply to any of them and you get them, or you get like a finalist or semifinalist, or you get a really good mark. We love to feature artists, particularly Houston artists, on our channels. We particularly like to see them succeed. So let me know if you've applied to anything that has been shouted out on this show. And again, we'll gladly sing of you. So that's it for today. I hope you have a good rest of your week and a good weekend. And I'll see you next time. Shout out to Natalie, who's on the back end putting up these awesome graphics. But see you next time, Houston.